I'm leaving the house.
Oh, are you heading to work later than usual today? I already stepped out to do some shopping, so can you make sure to lock up?
That's not what I meant. I'm leaving for good. I want a divorce. I'm moving out.
What?
I've fallen in love with someone else. I'm gonna be with her now.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm dead serious.
Who is it? Tell me who she is.
I don't want to say.
So it's someone I know then? If you weren't hiding anything, you'd just say it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just tell me already. I'm going to find out one way or another.
It's Mabel.
Excuse me? Mabel? My best friend, Mabel?
Yeah, that Mabel.
When the hell did that even happen? She only ever comes over during the day, and you've barely even seen her besides our wedding.
That's actually when it started, at the wedding. While you were changing into your second dress, she came up to me and started talking. We exchanged numbers.
So she flirted with you at my wedding. On the most important day of my life, while I was literally marrying you.
Look, whatever, it happened. Can't change the past. All I know is I don't love you anymore, and all I see now is her.
So you've been seeing her since our wedding?
No, not exactly. She texted me a year ago, and we picked up from there.
Our wedding was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, sounds right.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Look, I'll pay alimony. I heard $15,000 is the going rate.
Do you think this is about money? You think I'll take a check and just say, cool, thanks, bye forever?
What else do you want me to say? I don't love you. That's the truth. It sucks, but it is what it is.
You really have no shame. I gave everything for this family. I took care of the house, our baby, you. I've been holding it all together while you've been sneaking around.
And that's exactly the problem. You've changed. Mabel's out there making moves, working, looking great. You, meanwhile, wear the same oversized hoodie every day and only leave the house to go to the grocery store.
You seriously comparing me to a single woman with no kids? I have a newborn. Of course I'm not going out to parties or dressing up. I'm exhausted.
Mabel would still keep herself up even after getting married. She just has that glow, you know?
Raising a baby isn't some cute little side project. It's non-stop, around the clock, no breaks work. You don't get to criticize how I look when you've never once changed a diaper.
Wow, that tone! That's what I'm talking about. So bitter all the time. That's exactly why I'm done here.
You know what? The rage I feel right now, it's almost transforming into relief. Thank you for showing me exactly who you are.
Great, then we both win, right? Do you even want the alimony now?
Don't play with me. I'm about to raise this child alone. Damn right I'm taking every cent you owe me.
Wow, bitter, boring, and greedy. Triple threat, huh?
Say whatever you want. Whatever happiness you're chasing won't last. You used me, and now you're using her. It's only a matter of time before you get bored and cheat on her too.
Nah, I'm loyal. You just weren't worth sticking around for.
You know what's scary? I don't even feel hurt anymore. You're not worth the tears.
Perfect. Anyway, I'll swing by and grab the rest of my stuff later. Just toss out what I leave behind.
Don't worry, I will. Gladly.
Cool. Oh, and I'm not paying child support, just so you know.
You're actually abandoning your own child?
I'd rather use that money on Mabel, so yeah, suck it up.
Choosing a woman over your own... considers you part of us anymore.
I'm still the father of your child!
Really? You sure don't act like it. You didn't even send a message on his birthday, let alone a gift. And as for child support, you've conveniently skipped out on that for 3 years.
That's what I'm trying to fix now!
Nobody asked you to. And frankly, your sudden appearance is nothing but an inconvenience.
Tell me where you live, now!
Before we get to that, can I ask you something?
What?
Mabel messaged me the other day. She told me you cheated on her.
She's lying! She's just trying to turn you against me!
I don't really care who cheated on who at this point, but I've got to say, it's honestly pathetic. You two destroyed 2 families, and now 3 years later, you're both reaching out to me? Neither of you ended up happy. What a surprise.
Shut up!
You threw away your wife and your child because you thought you found something better. You don't get to act like a victim now.
I realized what really matters, okay? And now I've found where you live!
What?
Your current house! I'm outside!
Excuse me, how did you find this place?
Hired someone to look for me. Wasn't that hard?
I made sure there were no trails left behind. How?
Apparently social media is a gold mine. Doesn't take much these days.
I don't even have social media.
Maybe someone posted a picture with you in it. You'd be surprised how much a background or a geotag gives away.
That might be possible. Still, you really went that far?
This house is small. You couldn't have rented it alone. No way you could afford a detached home.
You're right. It's not mine. It's my husband's.
What? You married? Are you serious right now?
And why are you angry?
Because I'm still here! You had me! How could you just run off and marry someone else?
You really don't see the hypocrisy here, do you?
Who is he?
That's not your business.
You need to divorce him right now!
On what authority? You forfeited any say in my life when you left it.
Let me in! I want to talk face to face!
Absolutely not.
Then I'll stand out here and shout until you do!
Are you insane? Stop yelling! People live here. You're disturbing the neighborhood.
So you really...
his own business after he quit his job, but it's not doing well at all. He's bleeding money, and when he tried turning to his parents for help, they basically slammed the door in his face. They told him they'd never support a son who walked out on his family, especially one who abandoned their only grandson. But doesn't he have a child with you? He does, a girl. I went to his parents once to introduce her, and they literally threw me out while calling me a homewrecker. I mean, fair, I guess. Yeah, well, they're not wrong. They're total fossils from another era. All about honor, family names, bloodlines, the whole 9 yards. They terrified me, honestly. I don't remember them being that intense. Well, turns out they only cared about his son, your son. They don't see any value in... He told me exactly why. Said he saw no value in communicating with someone like you. Said engaging you would be like debating with a mosquito.
Mosquito? Are you kidding me right now?
He said looking at you made him angry. Said it took every ounce of self-control not to put you through the concrete.
This is insane. Where's my son? You said I could see him.
I tried, I really did. When he looked out the window and saw you, he froze. Said you look scary. And then he whispered, I don't want to go near him.
You filled his head with garbage, didn't you? You've been poisoning him against me!
He doesn't even know your name, Elijah. He's never seen a photo, never heard a story about you. You're not some tragic hero in his life. You're a stranger. He's scared of you because you radiate chaos. Children sense that.
Look, I just need to bring him to my dad. If I do that, he'll finally forgive me, and maybe I can get some financial help. This could fix everything.
You don't need to bring him anywhere. Your parents and I meet monthly now. They see their grandson on my terms, in a safe space.
You had no right to do that without telling me.
They said they didn't know how to reach out after everything you did. They were ashamed. I don't blame them. They're making amends. You're still trying to work the same old angles.
If they can see him, so can I. I'm his father.
And tell me his name.
Seriously?
Yes, if you know it, say it. Prove you even remember.
You're being ridiculous.
Go on, just say it. If you get it right, I'll bring him out. Right now.
Peter.
Wrong.
Cam?
Try again.
Marcus?
You're just guessing. You don't know.
Fine, I forgot, okay?
Then stop pretending you care. You don't even remember his name, Elijah.
So no money either, huh?
I think my husband's silence made that pretty clear.
Unreal, that smug bastard! You two living in that tiny house like you're better than everyone else!
Temporary housing while our high-rise condo is being finished. Top floor, 2 balconies, private elevator. We're doing fine.
You think that makes him better than me?
He owns 3 companies. He's financially stable, emotionally mature. And most importantly, he never once walked out on me or my child.
Then ask him to loan me something!
Excuse me?
You heard me! Ask him for a loan, please!
His exact words were, I'd rather burn the money than give it to that man.
You picked a real jerk!
No, I picked a man. You're still acting like a boy.
Whatever! When he leaves you broke and crying, don't say I didn't warn you!
If I'm not laughing with him in 3 years, you can say I told you so. But I have no doubt that I'll still be smiling. Because what we have is real. You had to lose it all just to realize you had nothing.
Screw this!
Oh, before I forget, please unblock Mabel. She's been trying to contact you.
What does she want now?
To let you know she's filing a lawsuit, child support, and emotional distress. Said you'll be hearing from her attorney soon.
Even she's turning on me?
Actions have consequences, Elijah.
You too? You're using me too?
Not for the money. I'm doing it because I can, and because you never faced a single real consequence for what you did. Turns out, the statute of limitations is almost up, so I'll be filing within the next 2 months.
Come on, Lola. You have no idea how bad things are. I'm drowning in debt.
And?
$500,000, $500,000 in loans, penalties, failed investments. I've hit rock bottom.
That's not my problem.
You're just gonna keep piling it on?
I'm not adding anything. You're just finally being held accountable.
I'm not gonna make it out of this.
Then change. Stop blaming everyone else. Start over.
I can't! I've got nothing left! I might as well disappear!
Don't. The Earth doesn't need your drama on top of climate change. Do better. Or don't. Just leave us out of it.
You act like you're above me now, but you forget! I was there when this all started! I helped build the foundation of your life! Without me, none of this exists!
You didn't build anything, Elijah. You ran when things got hard. You cheated when you got bored. You ghosted me and our child before he could even talk.
You think I wanted it to end like that? I had dreams too. I thought I could find something better. Turns out I was wrong, alright? But I didn't know until it was too late.
That's the difference between you and a grown man. You chase whatever feels good in the moment, hoping it'll save you. My husband, he shows up even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's hard. and striking reminder of how Elijah's life had turned upside down, from a man who once had a successful business and a comfortable life, to someone reduced to scavenging for discarded food. It was almost too much to comprehend. And while I don't take any pleasure in his misery, there's a part of me that can't ignore the fact that his situation is a direct result of his choices. He made decisions that led to this downfall, and now he must face the consequences. On the other hand, I had always assumed that Mabel would be living a more carefree life. Given the end of her marriage to Elijah, I imagined she might have found a sense of peace and stability. However, it seems that Mabel's life wasn't any easier, and in fact, she had become entangled in the aftermath of Elijah's failed business. She had forgotten that she had been a co-guarantor for Elijah's company when it was first established. And now she found herself being held accountable for the debts he had incurred. To make matters worse, the monthly payments for the debt amounted to about $1,000, an amount that came directly out of her part-time job earnings. The money she worked hard to earn was now being used to pay for the mistakes of her ex-husband. It's almost as though she was being punished for the decisions he made. And her life had been caught in the crossfire, but the financial strain wasn't the only problem Mabel faced. The people Elijah had surrounded himself with during his business venture were now lingering around her, creating a toxic atmosphere. These individuals, with their shady dealings and questionable backgrounds, made Mabel's life even more difficult. Concerned about her reputation, Mabel's parents asked her to leave their home. The judgment from her family was sharp and unrelenting. They no longer wanted to be associated with her, and she was forced to move out. Now, Mabel was living in a small apartment with her daughter, trying to make ends meet. She had been pushed to the brink, and it seemed as though the consequences of her past choices were still catching up to her. Meanwhile, my life had taken a very different turn. I found myself in a position where, despite the heartbreak and betrayal I had experienced, I was surrounded by love and peace. My husband and I, along with our son, now spend our mornings together, enjoying breakfast in the garden. It's a simple but profoundly happy routine. Watching my son grow, experiencing the joy of his laughter, and knowing that we were a family built on trust and mutual support, these are the things that matter to me now. Life, at last, feels stable and full of potential. For a while, we had lived in a luxurious tower apartment. While it seemed ideal at first, there was always a sense of discomfort. My son, one day, looked out over the city from the high windows and, in his innocence, said, "I'm scared of being so high up." His words made me realize that perhaps our idea of the perfect home wasn't as perfect as we had thought. That moment, though simple, led us to reevaluate what truly mattered in our living space. We ultimately decided to sell the tower apartment. It was a decision made easier by my son's instinctual response to it. Instead, we found a smaller, more peaceful home. It's not as high up, but it feels right. It's a place where our family can truly grow, one filled with warmth and safety. And it has brought us so much joy. Every day now, when I watch my son sitting beside his father, tapping away at his toy computer, I feel a warmth inside me that I can't quite describe. His future is unfolding before my eyes, and with every click of his tiny fingers, I am reminded that he is the future I have worked so hard for. Reflecting on everything, I can honestly say that the day my ex-husband abandoned me was a turning point in my life. At the time, it felt like the end of everything, but now I see it as the beginning of something far better. The life I have now, with my husband, my son, and the family we've created, has brought me more happiness than I ever thought possible. I no longer carry the weight of betrayal, and I am free to live my life with the love and support I have always deserved. Every morning, I wake up grateful for the peace and happiness I have found. The struggles of the past seem distant now, and the future looks brighter than ever. I don't need anything more than what I have now: my son's smile, the love of my husband, and the sense of fulfillment I get from building a life together. This is all I need. Looking back at everything, I know now that losing my ex-husband was the best thing that ever happened to me. The past has its place, but I no longer live in it. My present is filled with joy, and my future holds endless possibilities. I couldn't be happier with the life I've created. And as we sit together, sharing breakfast in the garden, I am reminded every day that, no matter what I've been through, I am exactly where I need to be. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.